What's up everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So if you're new here today, my name is Ben, by the way, and normally I'm working on this Mazda RX-7 FD, as you can see here. This is almost a 11-year build now, so I've had it quite a long time. For you guys that have been following my channel, my Instagram page, lambert.fd, there's plenty of footage and pictures, etc. of this car. So yeah, if you want to check that out, you flick through my playlist, there's plenty on there. But we're not here today for the Mazda. We are actually going to be collecting my dream motorcycle today, and that is the Indian Scout Bobber. Now that is something I've been wanting for a very long time. I'm really happy, I just cannot wait to go and get it. When I do get it back here, I am definitely going to be getting it out, and I'm going to be running over the details with you guys of exactly what extras I got with the bike, which is very lucky. And yeah, the price is per title. I got it for £10,000. So yeah, let's go get the bike and see what it's all about.
Over 1 month later.
Okay, so I finally managed to get a good dry day. As you can see behind me, it's really nice today. So I've gone on a complete random ride on the Indian, as you can see behind me. I'm literally in the middle of nowhere. I thought it'd be good just to stop and finish this video off by going over the modifications and a bit about the deal I got with this exact bike from the Indian dealership. So I'm going to flip the camera around now and I'm going to get straight to it. Alright, so apologies if the sound quality gets a bit muffled, it is a bit windy. Okay, so a bit about the bike. I'm not going to go over every single detail about what this bike is, because there's plenty of other videos on YouTube with people explaining all the spec of this bike. But what I am going to do is just quickly run over what I got for my money and a bit of the modifications and extras that came with this bike. I was extremely lucky. So, you know, as per the title, this was £10,000. That's what I paid. Now, that wasn't the asking price. This bike literally came in a couple of days before I arrived at the dealership. So I went there just to see what bikes were there out of interest, and basically I fell in love with this bike. It was outside. I immediately got the guy involved. He did say this bike just literally came in, so it didn't go through all of the system for advertising in the shop as such. So I made him an offer. It was a bit of back and forward negotiation, and we managed to agree on £10,000. So what came with this bike? As I say, I'm not going to go over every single bit of the specs, so I'm just going to go over the basics. So I had 3,500 miles on the clock when I bought it, and I've just been out over the last few weeks riding this bike. It's on 3932, as you can see, so almost 500 miles already. I'm not going to do a review of how this bike is until I've done at least another 500 at least, and then I can give you guys an exact, honest opinion what I think. But so far, so good, that's all I'm going to say. So the modifications wise, it came with what they call the comfort seat. So some of you guys that know stuff about these bikes already, they come with a lot thinner seat from factory. This is what they call the comfort seat, and I also got the pillon passenger seat, which goes into these holes here. That's in my garage at the moment. And I also got the passenger foot pegs, as you can see. Now, if you want to buy that second hand, if you bought an Indian Scout Bobber elsewhere, that's going to cost you at least £700, I believe, maybe more, depends where you get it from. I think every country's different. So I'm from the UK, and it is roughly £700, I believe, to get those 3 items added to the bike. But I was lucky enough to have those extras added, so I was extremely happy. Another thing, it's had a bit of a tail tidy, so I think from factory you have a reflector that kind of sits here, and I'm not 100% sure where the number plate sits. I've not really looked, but I think this is another extra, this side mounted plate. So what I've just recently done is measured up the bracket and got this pressed black and silver plate put on. I don't think it's road legal, to be honest, so I am looking at getting a replacement in yellow, but I haven't been pulled over as such just yet. Another thing on the back end is these rear indicators. They are really nice, to be fair. I'm not looking to change these. I'm just gonna flick the key on now and I'll show you what they look like. So they look quite modern. I really like them. Definitely not looking to change them. I'll just flick the indicator on as well. So you can see it's all built into one. Very smart. Whilst the indicators are on, I'm just gonna flick around to the front quickly, because normally when these bikes are stock, they have these bulky stock indicators that stick out of here, and as you can see, I've got these little orange LED ones. Pretty smart. Not very noticeable when they're turned off, but when the indicators are on, the main thing is the road users can see you've got nice bright indicators and know where you're going. So yeah, that's another thing I'm not definitely changing. So again, lucky enough to have this come with the bike. Now, whilst I'm in this area, these grips were brown when I viewed the bike. I didn't really like the brown look. They were like a really light brown, like sort of tape look. And another bike there, just having a Sunday cruise. So where was I? Yeah, so the grips, they had these like horrible brown taped looking grips on the bike. I really didn't like them. So I spoke to the guy from the dealership and said, have you got any brand new sort of black grips? We found these ones, and he said he would fit those for free, so that was very kind of him. The mirrors didn't come with this bike also. This had a square mirror. It used to hang down the bottom just here, and I didn't like that again, so I spoke to the guy, said, have you got any stock mirrors? He had these very, very good condition ones in stock out the back, and he kindly enough gave me those for free and fitted them for free. So again, could not moan. The other thing that needed fitting was the rear tyre was quite on the legal limit. So again, he's kindly enough supplied me a Pirelli tyre, brand new, fitted, and didn't charge me a thing. So that was very kind of him again. So yeah, that was the 3 things that I found that needed changing immediately for me if I was going to do the deal with this bike, and he was very, very kind. He literally changed all that stuff straight away. And I'm going to leave the final modification to last, which is now, and that is these crusher pipes. I've never heard of these exhausts before. I don't know if you guys have. So that's the logo. I'm not going to touch it because I've just been out on the bike. I was very, very surprised how loud this bike was when I viewed it. I did not know what to expect. Because I was showing an interest in the bike, he did say, do you want to hear the bike started up, etc. Obviously I said yes. When he started the bike up, I'm not joking, about 6 people come over because it was so loud. It just sounded really angry. But it does sound very, very nice. I'm not going to lie, I did think that it was going to do my head in a bit. I was a bit worried about if I purchased the bike, was it going to do my head in after a while? Again, I'm going to come over to that side of stuff in my next video when I do the review. But as you can see, I have left them on for a reason. So I will start the bike up quickly just to show you how loud and nice this bike does sound. It is incredible. Why not? So just come around here a second, pop this on, do this. Just in neutral. So if you put your headphones in, so as you can hear that I'm struggling to talk to you guys here. But yeah, listen to this, it is just incredible. Absolutely nuts. I'm not joking, everywhere I ride it just turns heads. There's car alarms going off behind me. It's just nuts. So loud. Pretty sure it's about 110 decibels, something crazy. So yeah, like I said, put your headphones in, you can hear how loud this bike sounds. Let's give it another rev quickly. Oh, sounds so good. Anyone that is considering to buy one of these bikes, just literally buy one, please. That's all I can say. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, that is pretty much everything I think that came with the bike, as I was saying. Other than like little things like these blanking caps and stuff that came with the bike. But yeah, other than that, the main modifications and changes is what I said. So I have got more plans in the future, modification wise. I really want to change this headlight to the LED version. These levers to anodized black. There's a company called Wonderkind, I think they're German. They do some really nice stuff. They do like all this. They do like all this radiator shroud in black aluminium. So stuff like that is definitely stuff I'm going to be looking at changing in the future, and I'll be videoing everything. So if you're definitely interested in content like this, definitely subscribe to my channel. Excuse me. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and definitely keep an eye on the channel, as I say, for the next lot. I'm going to be doing a review pretty soon. All the good weather is finally coming in, and I'll give you my honest opinion. But as you can see from this video, so far I'm extremely happy with this bike. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel.